Hey guys, Isaiah Jig is back here again, and welcome back to another Time Defense Giant video. Now, normally I do a part of Sideswipe and the Magic Pad, a parody to Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but just for fun, I did my first time is my first music video on my parody series, Let's Have a Way, what I did post it like an hour, like 20 minutes ago. So yeah, check that video out, and it was pretty awesome, my first success. Maybe I should do some more music videos in the future. Like Tandy Fat United just I do Come for the Ride, that is the number one favorite song of all time from the classic series. And I pretty much really love that one. And My Little Pony, Thomas Fan 123, he suggested I do songs like Jane the Really Splendid Engine, There's No One Christ Like Emily, and No One Christ Like Emily. I pretty really like to do these ones. But yeah, but what about Sideswipe the Magic Pad? Will that still be in progress? Yes, that is not dead. I just want to take a little bit of break. But I may upload a couple of parts over the weekend, which by the way, tomorrow I'll be going to the circus. So I'm pretty gonna have some pretty much an awesome time. Also to note, that next week on pretty soon it'll be my sister's birthday, and she's gonna turn 8 years old. So I want to say a happy early birthday to her. But anyway, let's get on to the video. Let's not waste any more time with my daily life. So let's start with number one. Mostly these three ended from the classic series. So number one, you guys you'll be guessing. Well, you are gonna be very happy, especially with Train Boy 17, one of my good friends on YouTube. You wanna know who he is? It's Stepney the Bluebell Engine. Yep, that's right. You got that right, folks. I made Stepney the Bluebell Engine. Yep. You want to know who Stepney is? Stepney's an engine from the Bluebell Railway who come and visit to the island of Sodor. Plus, here's something weird about Stepney. In the railway series, he was saved by scrap by the people of England. However, in the TV series when introduced, Stepney was saved by scrap by Rusty when Rusty to the rescue. And I really love that episode. Even though like the original story was too dark for kids in the original story. When Britt awkward about that, she think that if she adapted that like the original, it'll be too fighting for little kids. So she wanted to be something a little bit different. So yeah. And Rusty was pretty much a pretty heroic character in that episode. He should have gotten a medal in that episode. Stepney also appeared in other season 4 episodes too, like Train Stops Play, Thomas and Stepney, and Bowled Out. And he also appeared season 5 with the Stepney Gets Lost, which is one of my favorite episodes in season 5 of the show. He also appeared season 6 and 7, and his last appearance was in series 12 called Rosie's is Fanta Special. Then after that, he was no more, and that was pretty sad. I mean, he's one of these characters I wanted back in GDI ever since I was a kid. I'm hoping like Andrew Brown could bring back Stepney, but I don't think so now because of the 2D reboot. Don't worry guys, I'm not gonna put Mattel anymore because I hate that reboot. I don't wanna watch the reboot, never. Plus, I'm not gonna watch the second movie. That movie is also gonna suck easily to the race for the Soda Cup. I mean, the title itself was pretty fine. The plot itself was also alright, but I wanted in GDI and not in 2D trash. I would rather watch The Great Race because The Great Race is a lot better when it comes to racing Thomas in movies. Anyways, after that as well, Andrew Brown should bring back Stepney. I don't know why Andrew Brown never had the chance to bring back Stepney. Like, he got like Dave attempted to bring back in GDI series. Plus, he's Chamber 17's favorite character, and I cannot blame him for loving Stepney. I loved Stepney too as a kid. I really loved Stepney to death. Plus, here's the good news. Stepney the Blue Engine may appear in it may appear in the second episode of my series. He's gonna appear in season 2. So yeah, with one minor role. So yeah, I hope you look forward to that. So let's get on to the details of Stepney the Bluebow engine. So Stepney, what I used for the bubble bean of this part from a red crayon. The bubbles are painted a color from the silver crayon. The hook and this part over here from a black pencil, along with a smokestack, the eyebrows, the indoor mouth, and the eyes, as well as the inner windows, the cooler, and the indoor cab. Now, what I use for his lining is mainly a green pencil and a red pencil, as well as that part over here on this wheel artist. And I love the red and green on the lining. It reminds me of Christmas. Even though Christmas of 2021 is over, but we're gonna have another Christmas in 2022, but that will be 12 months away from now. But yeah. And I also use a red crayon, a red pencil for that part over here, well, the sidewalk. Since Stepney had red sidewalk, will remind the lady also had color sidewalks of gold instead of gray. And the number 55 is from, and the name is from a white pencil, along with the cat roof. Now, drawing the name on Stepney was quite a challenge, but I did my best and this is the result. Also, too, the window lining, the whistle, and that part is from a gold crayon, and this part is also from a pencil, along with this part from the gold crayon. And the main color I use for Stepney is like, I use goldenrod for Stepney. I mean, Stepney's like a yellow beige color. According to the Tom Tankin the wiki, he painted a golden orb. So goldenrod will be the color to represent his color. So I hope you like my drawing of Stepney. So yeah, I really wish Stepney came back in the GDI series because he has a lot of potential to bring in the GDI series. I would kill if they brought back Stepney. Okay. And do you know that Stepney and Thomas are cousins? You know they're both on different classes? They're built by the same builder but in different classes. So yeah. Time for character number 2. And character number 2 is Spencer the Silver Engine. Yep, that's right. I draw Spencer the Silver Engine. Do you want to know who Spencer is? He was one of the characters introduced in season 7 of Thomas and Friends. Plus, I really like Spencer how he looks. How he looks and his personality. He is Gordon's cousin, and they're rivals with each other, and they usually like to race a lot. And Spencer is not owned by a railway. He's a private engine. He's owned by the Duke and Duchess. So yeah, also did that as well. Here's something a fun fact about Spencer. In season 7 of Gordon and Spencer where he's introduced, Spencer painted in a blue-gray, and his bumper was painted in bronze. However, from season 8 onwards, he was painted in silver, and I'm completely okay with that. They did the same thing for Emily's bumpers from blonde to silver like Spencer, and I'm okay with that too. Now, as for Spencer, I really love Spencer as a character. I love his snobbish personality. And he's one of my favorite antagonists of the Thomas the Tank and his friends. And I love the antagonist as well in Hero of the Rails. He was pretty much a pretty good antagonist of the film, even though he did redeem himself near the end of the film. So yeah. Plus, Spencer can have his demon moments in the show as well. Plus, Spencer is gonna appear in season 2 of my series called the episode Lynn vs. Spencer. So I hope you stay tuned for that episode. So yeah. So let me get my Tommy Quilla Spencer to show you proof what I mean. Okay, I got Emily and Spencer here to show the example. I mean, look at my Tommy Quilla Spencer. That is how he was in season 7. the bluish gray color instead of silver, and the bronze buffers on both the front and the tender buffers. Then they like season 8 like hit entertainment. They wanted to change Spent design from a gray blue to a complete silver, but they kept the nameplate and the tender lining the same. Heck, that kind of like Emily was. When you look at her buffers, they were bronze in season 7, but in season 8, her buffers were changed from bronze to silver like Spencer. I'm okay with that too, but Carter does not like that. But I can respect his opinion on it. But anyways, let's get on to the details. There's much not detailing on Spencer. I use this part area over here, mainly the smokestack, the funnel, the coupling, and this part from the black pencil, along with this part over here, these part, the cowl, the windows, the cab, and the tender lining. The nameplate is from a red pencil and a gold crayon. The whistle is from a gold crayon. The black pencil is also for the eyebrows and the eyes. And the main color I use with Spencer is from a silver crayon that sparkles. And Spencer looked pretty amazing and he sparkles in my camera. And I hope you like Spencer. And Spencer will appear in season 2 of my series. And this is the Spencer that I will be using. Okay, we got time for one more. Now, who's the last engine you're gonna ask me? You will be happy, Ricardo. It is. It's Arthur the Big Tank Engine. Yep, that's right. I created Arthur the Big Tank Engine. So yeah, you want to know who he is? He's one of the new characters introduced in season 7 along with Murdoch, Fergus, Spencer, and Emily. So yeah, when he first arrived on Soda, Thomas tricked him with the trucks, calling him to crack with some fuel on Duck's train, ruining his Sparkle's record. Which, by the way, he does have a Sparkle's record because he never been naughty or make a mess. So yeah, then another episode in season 7 was that Arthur wanted to have the Norby brand sign, but the Tom had to give that to Thomas instead. But later, after an accident, Arthur did help out with Thomas's chain, and the time that we Logan had to the Norby brand sign, and Arthur works there now. And Arthur was pretty cool character. I also wish he came back in GDI, as well as the Norby brand sign itself. And the Normie Bronze came back, then they should add like a couple new characters. Like, how about Anthony help Arthur there with the fist? Or how about Anthony pull like the flying character food there sometimes, like Henry? That's just some ideas I have in my head. Arthur's a pretty cool character, and I wish he did appear in season 2 of my series. Plus, Arthur is gonna appear in season 2 of my series. I may I use the same model or get a new model Arthur. Like, who knows? Anyways, another thing about Arthur is that, according to 2009, in season 7, Arthur was painted in red. However, in season 5, and in the Hit Entertainer, they changed Arthur from a red to maroon. 2009, I hate to tell you this, Arthur is not painted in red, he's maroon. When I was a kid, I thought Arthur was painted in red, but he's actually painted in maroon. And I felt pretty silly about it. Anyway, let's get on to the details. The buffers, the hook, this part over here, this part, the smokestack, that part, his eyebrows and eyes, the caribou, the inner window up from a black pencil, all of it. Now, buffer beam is altered from a red crayon. His yellow lining is from a red pencil along with LMS. The gold gold bands and the wizard from a gold crayon as well. The piston rods and these parts are from a pencil, and also as well as these parts. And the main color I use for Arthur is from a maroon crayon, since he's painted in maroon after all. I hope you like my drawing of Arthur, Carter. Well, that's all for now. Which one was your favorite? Arthur the Big Tank Engine, Spencer the Silver Engine, or Stepney the Bluebell Engine? My personal favorite is Stepney the Bluebell Engine. So yeah, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.